Are these LED lights giving us illnesses, eye strain, making us sick, causing headaches? Maybe, especially if you're using some cheap-ass wafer light, blasting light everywhere. There are things that you can do, and I'm going to give you 6 of them, and I got a bonus, and you should stick around for it because this is new technology in the recessed lighting market, and it is fabulous. I have read a ton of medical journals, lighting essays and studies by engineers and health officials about the effects of LED on our health. And there are things that we need to think about. There goes somebody's private jet. It's on. Okay. So disclaimer here, I am not a scientist. I don't know anything about lighting engineering. Well, I've been reading medical journals and lighting studies by engineers and all kinds of other fascinating information so that you don't have to. And we can talk about the dangers of LED lights and how you can prevent that in your home. LED lights do have a higher concentration of blue light, which we know from don't sleep with your phone, all of that. Blue light is bad for the retina. When your sleep is interrupted, you're grouchy, you're stressed out, you get eye strain, you get all kinds of medical conditions with prolonged sleep deprivation. That's why shift workers or night workers have all kinds of issues, medical issues associated with changes in their circadian rhythm. LED lights have a higher concentration of blue light. We know this from the highway, but don't freak out. It's not some alien light spectrum piercing your brain. It's present in the lighting spectrum for all sources of light that we receive, from the sun to incandescent bulbs, the TV, computer, your phone, your tablet. You get the idea. But LED lights contain more of this blue light, which keeps us awake. It interrupts our circadian rhythms and it reduces melatonin production in our bodies. We're creatures of the earth. We are meant to sleep when it's dark and wake when it's light. So people who do shift work or people who do night work and get their systems out of balance produce less melatonin. Now, I'm not a scientist, again, but from what I've read about melatonin, we produce it, or we're supposed to, for 12 hours a day. If you're looking at blue light and your body thinks that it's daytime, it won't produce it. Your sleep will be interrupted. Your stress will be increased. All of the bad things that come with poor sleep happen. Did you know sleep and diet are the only things that you can do to help delay Alzheimer's? It's a big deal. You need to sleep well. That's why you're not supposed to sleep with the phone in your room. That blue light from the phone disrupts your sleep, even when it's flat down on the nightstand. You're not supposed to watch TV about an hour or so before you go to bed so that your body has time to wind down, to shut out the blue light and to start producing melatonin. LED recessed lights, like any other form of recessed lighting, are going to impact your health if they're not done properly. There are things you need to consider: the light's intensity, how long you're exposed to it, and the color temperature. The flicker is a really big concern for most people because it will give you a headache, and if you have a migraine, it will send you to bed in a dark room. In order to avoid flicker,
Won't say pretty, please.
You've got to make sure that it's installed properly. That's usually the problem. Or you're using a cheap one. So you want to have the right dimmer, the right connections, nothing's loose, and then you should be able to minimize flicker. Because in testing, LED lights had less of a flicker than incandescent older bulbs. So there's that. Come down to me. The glare is another concern. There goes another jet. I can't get any mercy from these people flying out. Glare is another big problem. And that's usually a result of poor planning or a crappy layout. So we can fix that one. In order to reduce glare and to improve the layout and to have less blue light actually hitting your retina, you want to have a good layout. You want to position your lights properly so that they're hitting the things you want to light up and not your eyeballs or not the top of your head. Lights are meant to light up something, and it's usually not you. Light intensity or excessive brightness or poor distribution. That means your beam spread can also cause discomfort and eye strain. So it's important to use the correct intensity. That means don't blow out your kitchen with 57 hi-hats, and to place them in the right spot with the right beam spread so that you're not washing out the entire space and you're directing the beams of light where you want them. And when you use color temperatures that are on the cooler side, that's 4,000, 5,000 kelvins, those are awake colors. It's different than the color wheel where blue and green are calm colors. Blue in the light spectrum is an active color. It's going to make you awake, hyper, ready to work. That's the color of fluorescent lights and offices. It's yuck. You do not want it in your house at night. It is not a relaxing color. The color temperature of LED lights tends to lean towards the brighter, the 4,000, the 5,000 Kelvin, because they're capable of it. And we think brighter is better. But color temperature has an effect on our productivity and our mood. Brighter, bluer lights are meant for offices and working hard and tasks. And warmer, 27, 3,000 Kelvin lights are meant for golden hour and softness and maybe relaxing in the TV room. The color temperature that you choose and the ability to change that is really important. Like everything else in life, choose wisely. Choose good fixtures. The color rendering index should be above 90. It should give you good quality light that's going to reduce any glare and eye strain. Always, always, always include dimmers. It saves you money. It saves on the need for different fixtures because you can change. One fixture can do double duty. Put dimmers on pretty much everything. This is the bonus one. You stuck around, so bully for you. There is what's called human-centric lighting, and lots of the really good lighting companies have it. WAC, Elements, but I'm especially fond of Elko lightings. They have a cool to dim light, which is a true color changing light. So unlike these ads you see on Amazon that it's color changing, it's not. It gives you a choice. You set the color and that's it. If you want to change that thing, you've got to go up in the ceiling and pull it down and click the button. But with human-centric lighting, you hit the dimmer, and at different times of day, it adjusts. So at night, when you want to get romantic, it's going to put on 2700. In the morning, when you want to wake slowly, it's going to ease into that daylight. And when you want full blast, hard work, this is your grind hour, it's going to give you that 3500, 4000 Kelvin. You can change it from cool to warm at different times of the day without touching the light. Using your remote, using whatever household, Alexa, whoever's bossing your house around these days. So I wouldn't really buy into all of the doom and gloom about LED lighting if you do it correctly. If you choose good fixtures, if you put them in the right spot, if you use dimmers and you use different temperatures for different times of day, you're going to be all right. You're going to get way more blue light looking at me on the TV or on your phone or on your tablet. That's my unprofessional opinion. Thanks so much for watching. It's getting closer. Want to stick to the end?